This video was sponsored by Professional Photographers of America. Join a community of over 32,000 photographers and get perks like education, equipment insurance, and also business tools made specifically for creators like you. This is my third time recording this video. I didn't really know where I was going with it. So this is gonna be like more chill, more relaxed. I wanna talk to y'all about how I lost $15,000 shooting a music video. Yes, 15 grand gone. So quick backstory on this project and how we even got to this point. In the middle of last year, Polar Pro contacted me and they were doing a campaign for a clothing release that they had coming up. Initially with this clothing release, they were reaching out to a couple different creatives and they just wanted to showcase the creatives wearing his clothes and being in their element. So for me, that was shooting a music video. They gave me a budget and it was like, yo, go shoot a music video, wear the clothes, yada, yada. So that's where we got the money for the project from. So I wanted to shoot it in LA. I wanted to shoot it with my homie Story because I love his music. So we geared up, me, Creative Ron, we flew to LA. We linked up with my homie Curt. I got my DP Shayne involved in this. And we also hit up Jay to do Gaff and grip work with his team. And it was awesome. So that's how we got here. That's the little bit of backstory for this project. Now for this music video, the song is called 98. And it's about love. And this music video was supposed to be like a love story with a twist at the end. So we had this contrasting scene that was supposed to be blue to represent the cold feeling. And then we had this all red scene that was supposed to symbolize intimacy and I guess passion. So this is a 2-location music video. We shot this all in one day in a matter of probably like 12, 13 hours. This is where this all started. So the first location is the red location. The first scene we shot was silhouette, and this was super easy. I'll talk y'all through this one really quick. We used the RE spotlight and we just ended up shooting it straight at the wall to light that and not light Story. We pulled him off the background a little bit and then we just basically put the camera on sticks, shot it a couple times, and that was that. I like this scene a lot though because this wall had like a vintage pattern on it. So yeah, the silhouette was dope. It was a super simple shot for us to do. We ended up shooting this on a Miri, I believe. So hopping into the next scene for this is them on the couch. And for this scene, the lighting, we just wanted to go motivated for it. So in this scene, we have a lamp. We were looking to replicate the look of this lamp lighting the entire scene. So we had a RE sky panel placed just off a frame, put some diffusion in front of it to get it nice and soft. And then we brought in a Stereotube to give them a kicker and bring them off of the background a little bit. We shot this shot handheld, and in the scene, they were basically just like heating up, like they was about to get it on, you feel me? So she was on him, they was rubbing up on each other, doing all that yada yada stuff. So that was that. That was a super simple setup as well. It was dope. The Grip and Gaff team did a really good job on this project. I just want to shout out to them and also my DP Shayne. They did a really good job on this. Next scene is them in the bedroom part of the location. And this is just a continuance of the intimacy and the passion scene. They basically just walked through the location. They walked in, she pushed them up on the bed. And it was getting to it like they was about to get it popping, you feel me? And then this is where the twist was supposed to happen for the music video. Lighting for this scene, we have a window and we just went motivated with it again. We brought in some Stereotubes to give it that feel like that window was lighting the entire scene. Same thing with the shooting style. We shot this handheld and this was a very small space. We couldn't have got a steady cam in here if we wanted to. We were also like pressed for time because time was dwindling down for this. But yeah, that's pretty much that. It's a super simple setup and a super simple scene. Let's hop to the next location. Okay, so for the next location, we wanted to get like a master performance. It's like like when the song drops, I just saw like this like really big looking performance that felt like a mainstream music video. So this is why I ended up even booking this location. It has like this cutout, this like hole cutout, and it just looks dope. I just saw him performing in that spot. So that's like the first scene that we ended up setting up. The Grip and the Gaff team, they mounted up a sky panel up above, and that was basically just lighting this entire scene. And then we set it to red. And then we brought in some kicker Licos to shoot them straight at the back of him, just kind of pop them off the background and give him a contrast and color scheme for this. We had Shayne on the Steadicam for this. Steadicam footage was dope, was super dope. And this was like the first time that I had ever pulled focus. Like I didn't even hire a first AC for this because I wanted to pull my own focus, which is an experience on its own. Shooting like at 50 millimeters and then having your artist constantly moving back and forward And then you also have the element of Shayne on the Steadicam. At some parts, it was super difficult to actually catch focus, but I think I was kind of good at it for real. I think I was kind of good at it. It was a fun experience. We shot that a couple times, got a couple different takes of it, and that was that. The next scene that we shot was when I was supposed to tie into the story and kind of tie into the twist of the music video. It was kind of like dreamy. This whole blue scene was supposed to feel dreamy. It's supposed to be like, okay, I'm cold here. I need to get back to you so I can get my warmth back. And so we shot a couple of walking scenes and walking takes. Lighting for this, we used the Stereotubes. We had a red Stereotube, we had a blue Stereotube, and then we just had the grip team walking with those on either side. And we had Shayne on the Steadicam, just tracking them. We did a couple different takes of that. Yeah, that was pretty much it. When I broke that down just now, it made it seem like nothing happened at all. But while we were shooting it, it took so much time just for setting up lighting and going over shots, and it was a lot of prep work. But when I just talked about it, it sounded like we did nothing at all. I promise you it took a lot more time than what it sounded like we did. I want to tell you about what I learned from this project and also why this project will probably never come out. But before that, I want to talk about the Professional Photographers of America, the sponsor of today's video. Do not go nowhere, because a lot of the things that they offer is a solution to problems that I once had when I first started out in this business. The first big problem that they saw that I was running into when I started was contracts. I could not for the life of me understand contracts. For one, I didn't know where to find them. Two, and I also just didn't know how to put them together to serve them to a client or a potential client for a project. The Professional Photographers of America has a long list of documents that help on the business side of your photography or videography. So it's great. They have tons of different templates for contracts, and that was a huge problem that I had when I first started. The second problem that I had when I first started that they offer a solution to is equipment insurance. I had no idea where to get my gear insured. I didn't know if I should get my gear insured. When you get a membership with PPA, you get $15,000 in equipment insurance. So this is awesome. And you can kind of shoot with peace of mind, knowing that if something tragic does happen with your gear, you're covered by them. And the third thing is just education. They have an entire education platform with tons of different information about photography. And that's just awesome in its own. Like, you can never learn too many things, and that's just a bonus. That's just a plus right there. But yeah, beyond that, it's a community of over 32,000 photographers. You can do networking, you can learn some stuff, you can also get gear insurance and have access to a bunch of different contracts and documents for your business. So down in the description is gonna be a link to take you over to PPA. Make sure you guys go sign up. My link will give you $25 off of a membership. You really can't beat it, man. The things that they offer are awesome, and it's a huge solution for us creatives, man. All right, okay, so what did I learn? So throughout this project, I learned a lot. I think one of the biggest things that I learned is that teamwork is everything. This was like the first project for me where I actually worked with a team. You know what I mean? Like, I be having my small team where I had like my homie Tino and Creative Ron and that sort of stuff like that. But I had a team that was specialized in different fields. I had a team that was specialized in Gaff, in grip, and they made it so simple for me because it was just like, okay, this is the look I want. I tell them that, they formulate the look, they get it done for me, and they're so dedicated to that one field. And that was awesome. They briefed me a lot on safety as well, which I don't really be taking into consideration a lot of the times when I'm just shooting by myself. So that was just so insightful on its own. Also had a gifted cinematographer as my DP. He knew how to run Steadicam. He brought all of the things that were needed for the Steadicam. It was just great. Like, teamwork and that experience is probably one of my funnest shoots that I've ever been on or been a part of. Like, that was the one for me. I think the second biggest thing I learned from this project is that you can never prepare too much. I thought I prepared a lot for this project, but I really didn't. And it kind of bit me in the butt because the video didn't come together how it was supposed to come together, or at least how I saw it in my mind. I didn't do prep work when it came to the story, and then when I got to the edit, the story wasn't cohesive and it didn't really make sense. It wasn't something that you as a viewer would have picked up on if you weren't me and you didn't put it together. You probably would have just watched the video like, what is happening? And that was just all on me. Prep work just was not there on the project. So why is this music video never coming out? To be completely honest with you, it's because the story fell apart and it didn't come together in the edit, and it just was not the music video that I wanted to see or the music video that Story wanted to see. And we like cohesively agreed on this, like, yo, this ain't it, bro. This ain't the one. This ain't what we wanted. So we kind of just shelved it. It might come out eventually at some point, but at this current time, it's just not it. And it's not even a bad video. It's just the story just does not make sense. It makes sense to me because I wrote it, but visually and sequence wise, it just, if you looked at it, you wouldn't be able to tell what was happening. It would make absolutely no sense to you. And that's terrible. So that came all down to me doing horrible prep work, me not booking locations for as long as I needed them for, and me just not being attentive to details. Details is like really crucial when it comes to story. And I feel like I just didn't really capitalize on it how I should have. So that's that. Y'all got a great behind the scenes. I had a great experience. I learned a lot. I work with a great team. But all in all, $15,000 just kind of went down the drain. Not really. I mean, it was worth it. It was worth it for me anyways. So yeah, shout out to Polar Pro for letting me do that and giving me the budget to do whatever I wanted to do. Shout out to Story for allowing me to do these crazy ideas to his songs. And shout out to the team. Shout out to Sean and Jay. I'll link everybody down in the description. Do me a favor, man, head down to the comment section and let me know. I don't even know, man. Just comment anything. Tell me the show you watched last week, your best movie of the year. What y'all think about Kendrick Lamar? Comment something. I don't know. Another thanks to PPA for sponsoring today's video. Make sure you guys hit that link down in the description. It'll give you $25 off of a membership. You honestly cannot beat what PPA provides.